Hey everybody, Kevin Machado here. Hope you're having a wonderful end of your October. Halloween, dressing up. I'm sure you're all dressed up for a great day. And just the best time of the year. You get to see all the kids out there. They're having fun. You get to be the neighbor who's handing out the full-size chocolate bars or the candy bags. And hopefully the kids are just having such a blast. So I hope you have a wonderful Halloween. And if you're ever wondering what your favorite realtor's favorite chocolate bar is, it would be Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Those are delicious, and if my kids get some, we might have to do some sampling and some taste testing with what they've got. Now, as we look at our real estate market, is it a time to be worried? Are we expecting a trick? Are we getting a treat? Who knows what's coming up? As we look at some of the stats and the details, we're going to look at a few things here that are going to give us a bit of a context, and then I'm just going to talk anecdotally what's been going on for myself and some of my colleagues and what we're seeing a little bit in our market as we're heading into this fall season. So generally, our market follows along with the weather. When it's warm, our market is hotter. When it's cooling, we see a little bit of a cooling in our market. And so we see this trajectory here as we leave summer. Summer's going to be a high point. There's a little bit of a downturn as we get into September, and then it bumps back up for October. We haven't seen that really big push yet as for the end of the year, that last buying frenzy. And so in talking with colleagues, we're seeing listings that are starting to sit maybe a little bit longer. I know when we look at our average days on market, we're at about 42 for a detached home. And if we're looking at a condo, those are pushed up near 60. But we're seeing those days on market. Maybe they're sitting for a little bit longer. And we've seen our sales are starting to decrease just a bit here as we're looking into the new year. So, and the numbers that we're looking back over September, we don't have October's numbers yet, but September numbers, we're looking at, we've seen about 2,050 sales for that 1 month. So that means there's still 2,050 properties that are being sold, and it is down from the month previous, about 8%. But we've got some strength from the year before that. So we are seeing some of those sales start to taper off a little bit. We're seeing the listings come on, and we haven't seen that big push yet for the end of the year. Some of the reasons might be the interest rates. The interest rates are rising. People didn't know what to do. There's a lot of uncertainty, but the last announcement we got from Bank of Canada was that they're leaving the rates flat for now. So that's good. Hopefully that pushes a little bit of confidence back in the market. And so we'll see a little bit of that confidence, that interest rate is staying steady. We'll see it throughout the rest of this year. And once we see some more of that confidence back in those rates, I think we're going to continue to see this push and this strength. Another thing that we're looking at is Alberta. We're still one of the cheapest markets for real estate in all of Canada. We've talked about this many times, the strength that we have here. There's three key things that we're looking at when we've got strength. We've got lower taxes. You don't have to pay land transfer tax. You don't have to have a PST or anything like that, or HST. There's none of that here. And so it just makes everything a little bit cheaper. Secondly, our incomes are higher. You're going to get paid more, most likely, for doing the same job that you would across Canada. You're going to get a better income here. And then thirdly, our cost of living, that housing cost, is going to be much less here than it is across the board. So all of those three things should equal a better quality of life. And we're seeing people move here. We've got clients that are moving from all across Canada, and they're filtering here. And I think we're going to continue to see that over the next year or two. We're going to see that filtering in as people are getting priced out of other markets, even priced out of Calgary. They've seen a lot of increases. And so I think we've got a lot of strength here. We're going to see maybe some turbulent times as we're kind of figuring out, maybe it's going to go up a little bit, down a little bit, which is kind of what we've been seeing. As we look at our market, and we're looking at specifically the numbers, just taking a peek at our pricing, when we're looking at that average single-family detached home, our pricing is now at $493,000, which is still a strong number. You go back a few years ago, this is a very strong number. We have seen that number come down nearly $20,000 over this year for that average price, so we have seen a bit of a pullback. And then from the month previous, we saw it come down. The month previous was $495, and we're down, just under 1% for that month over month. But year over year, we're actually up a couple percent. So that's good. So we're seeing a little bit of month over month bumpiness. We kind of chopped down from that early summer. We were up over the 500s, and now we're into the 490s. And it'll be interesting to see what happens with our October numbers here as well, which we will have here hopefully soon. When we're looking at our semi-detached properties, those ones are sitting at $354,000. So that's down 5%. month over month and about 4% year over year. Our townhomes, those are sitting at $267,000 for the average townhome here, which is up 5% month over month and up nearly 8% year over year. So we're seeing a little bit of kind of that ride on the townhome, so affordable living, people are maybe making their way to some of these properties. You can still get good townhomes and they're at a very affordable rate. And then of course our condos. Our condos, the apartment style condos, those are sitting at $182,000, which is down nearly 6%, 5.7% month over month, and down nearly 2% year over year. So we've seen some of that movement in the pricing there as well. So looking at all those numbers, we have a sense that our market, it's kind of finding its way. It's kind of like a wave. There's going to be some ups, there's going to be some downs as we end through the end of this year. This is a time where there might be good opportunities for buyers. If you're looking at picking up a property at a good value before we potentially see any increases next year, this might be a really good time between now and December to look at possibly picking up a property. If you're an investor, there might be opportunities out there for you as well. If you are a seller, what you need to make sure you're doing is that you are coming to market strong. Your marketing is good, your team behind you is good, and your pricing is good. If you sit on the market for a long time, what you're going to end up doing is chasing the market. You're going to be one of many homes, and then you're not going to be chosen. You want to win the contest, and really we know with real estate, it's a contest of two things. Number one, a beauty contest. You want to be the most beautiful property out there. Number two, a pricing contest. You want to be the one that's priced most appropriately, the best value out there. Ideally, you're winning at both. If not, at least at one, and if you're not winning at any of them, you're just going to sit on the market until maybe you're hoping for that needle in the haystack opportunity. That is a sneak peek at our market, and what we're looking at, of course, we're all just trying to make our way and make our best assumptions looking at the data and the history, but I think that for the rest of this year, we're going to see things kind of like waving out. It's going to be riding some waves here. We'll see maybe we get some more strength before the end of the year, but there are opportunities here for buyers and there are opportunities for sellers, but you need to be smart and make good decisions. I hope this information is helpful. Please like, subscribe. I'd love to come along with you in your inbox here and help support you all along your real estate journey as you're thinking about St. Albert, you're thinking about Edmonton, you're thinking about what is our market doing all around here. Whatever advice I can give you, I'm happy to share. And if you've got some great costumes, please send me some photos. I'd love to see them. One of my favorite things is to watch on social media and see all the kids in their cool costumes and going outside. So you enjoy yourself. Have a wonderful Halloween, the rest of your October here, and we'll talk to you soon, my friends. Bye-bye.